10 years ago a conversation started, and it might have been longer than 10 years ago. It was probably more like 12 or 13 years ago. We were doing incredible things with Howard Homecoming in a way that hadn't been done in years because technology just offered us the opportunity to do more and do better. And we took the bull by the horns. We just did it. And a group of friends who were already creating events just decided that they cared enough about Howard and about our friends and alumni and just started doing things. And that ended up being, for me, Bison Roundup. And in that time, there was these incredible events that had happened leading up to that. And there was a discussion that was just a whisper at the time. It was the idea that we could do something really incredible and honor each other in ways that were worthy of the work that we were doing individually and what our friends were doing. And that at the time was called, or did it have a name? Even if it didn't have a name, the people behind it had a name. And I have those people here today, my good friends, Jamel and Omar. What's up, y'all?
Hello. Hi, world.
Right. Okay, first of all, so how this happened this week, or this month, I should say, is we were at the Howard versus Morehouse thing, and Omar leans over and says, B, I want to talk to you about something. Remember this? And he brings up what is now known as Bison Honors. I'm so happy to have you both here. I want you just to tell me, in your words, how did this conversation bubble for a decade before today?
Well, it's just an idea that I had to, like you said in the beginning, to come together and honor the great works that, Howard University alumni are doing. We have some incredible alumni who are doing wonderful things and making great contributions, not only to the Howard community, but to the community at large. And we talked about it and kept saying we're going to do it and kept saying we're going to do it and conceptualized it a little bit. And right now, it just seems like the perfect time that we've gone full speed ahead. Everything has kind of just come together magically. Almost everything we think about and say we want to do, some kind of way it just manifests almost immediately right after we say it or think about it. And even though we've been talking about it, like you said, for 10, 12 plus 59, 11 years, right now, it just seems like it's kismet and everything has come together perfectly. And I don't think there's a better time than right now.
Oh, before you even say anything, let me guide you on this next one. Everybody sees Omar. You're everywhere. Everybody might not see Jamel. We all know her work, but we probably don't know it's her work.
Exactly. I think part of the thing with Jamel that's crazy is that Howard has its name partially, especially during a certain era, because of Jamel. Like there were like crazy concerts that took place that Jamel put together. And I could name a million, but we're going to be on this podcast so long. But I'm just one in particular that everyone must know. The Post Office Pavilion. Biggie.
Meth and Red.
Method Man. Biggie brought out Puff. Meth and Big did the what for the first time together. Meth brought out Wu-Tang. And Redman brought out, what's that, Hit Squad? Insane. Probably the craziest concert I've ever been to. And that was Jamel that did that proposal. And it went to other schools as well. But my history at Howard, I don't think there's anything that tops that, especially the timing. Remember, Big's album dropped maybe like 1 or 2 weeks before that, and everybody knew all the lyrics to everything. And people don't remember. Big was the opener.
And here's the thing that neither one of you will know. But if I took 5 minutes, because I know exactly where it is, I could go into my garage and pull out the original flyer to that party.
I have it too. Jamel sent it.
I definitely have it. And some folks made a t-shirt of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a great time and great history. And this is basically the next iteration of that. We took a long time to do it, but it was all preparation for something greater. We have some great sponsors involved, but the thing is we're combining academia and professional careers and all of that with party, because of course it's Howard University and ain't no party like a Howard party, because the Howard party don't stop.
Howard Homecoming is just returning to the yard after like a 2-year absence, and then there's new concept, this new thing that's out here is not just party. It is a more nuanced, layered experience. Talk about like, let's start here, super specific. You brought Barbados to the table.
Yeah, most people that know me, I'm in the travel industry. I'm basically an international destination management company. So I've been in the business for about 18 years. I bring large groups to various regions. I consult with different governments to help create tourism and create events there. So everyone I work with, I have an amazing relationship with Barbados tourism. And the great thing about Barbados tourism is that to me, they're the more aggressive country, as far as partnerships. When you think about Barbados, of course, you think Rihanna, but there's a whole other facet to Barbados. Their outreach is crazy. They go everywhere. They want to partner with folk. They want to let people know that Barbados is an island to go to. There's a lot of unique qualities about Barbados. For example, their culinary experience. I think Barbados is the only Caribbean country that's like Zagat rated. So I've been working with them since maybe 2011, 2012, and we kept a relationship. We kept working together. So they always ask me, what am I working on? And when they saw this in Bison Honors, they actually confirmed right away. I don't even think I sent the deck or anything. They were like, really? All right, what is it? What can we do?
What does that look like when you bring a country, when you bring the Department of Tourism for a country to a Howard Homecoming event? When I walk in, how does that play out?
You're going to feel part of Barbados, like we're trying to implement some of the culinary experiences. We're trying to implement some of the music, of course, because music is life and it's the universal language. And most important, the drinks, it's Howard Homecoming.
Right.
So
right.
We'll see. We'll have something special, Maybe Rihanna will come joke.
Don't do that.
To piggyback off of what O is saying. So with the whole Barbados experience, it's kind of like a party within a party. So it's sectioned off. We have our side where we're going to have the celebrity DJ, soon to be announced. And then, of course, we also have the legendary Chris Washington. But yes, it's a party within a party. So Barbados will have their own section for all the Caribbean massives, as they say.
Let me jump in and dispel something. Bison Honors is not a party. Bison Honors is actually a movement. It's something for our Howard University culture. And we're also creating an emergency fund for students. So we're ending it with, for this year, not even this year, because it's a year-round program, the galas where we're going to honor some people that we hold to our hearts dearly and love and have changed the scope of their industries. But we're also doing a lot of things for the students. For one, we're doing panels on campus in conjunction with the new Warner Music program. Initiatives like that, it's not something we're just going to launch homecoming. Like, we're doing things year round. So someone called me the other day and was asking me what Bison Honors was. And it's like, I see you guys everywhere. You're online. I see ads, so forth. I was like, yo, you're partying. I said, look, it's not a party. It's more movement. Like, we're launching a product that's going to be around for always. Like, we look at this that we'll pass on to the younger generation to keep going at one point. This is something that's the natural evolution of what we're doing for our community. And it's a premium product on top of that. Like what iPhone is out right now, the 14, like we're the 20. We're giving people something totally different, and it's futuristic. It's panels on campus. Go on the website and you vote for Bison of the Year. That would change every year. You see, we're nominating folks. Of course, that will change every year. And we have it open for donations for the programs that we're doing. Just want to say thanks, of course, to Jamel. Thank you to our host committee and people like you and Al and Kelsey and Ron Lawrence. I just had this conversation earlier. I'm like, Ron Lawrence is our musical director. Like, Ron Lawrence did Hypnotize. That's so crazy to me. I don't remember a party that I went into or any event and I've not heard Hypnotize, from soca parties, reggae, parties for Caucasians. It don't matter. Like, they are playing Hypnotize. I was like, dude, do you really understand? And Ron is like all laid back and cool. It's like, yeah, man, we did it in Trinidad. We got some good people. I hope people really see this interview and really appreciate what's going on.
If I could piggyback off of what he said a little bit, something that Omar has been saying also from the beginning is that it's bigger than us. And also, we wanted to make it inclusive. So we do have an advisory board. You're on our advisory board, B. And we have people like Rock Newman and Lisa Rosario, who's an entertainment attorney, and Camila Forbes, who is the executive producer at the Apollo Theater, and a host of other people. You can go on our website, bisonhonors.com, and see all of our advisory board members. But again, we wanted to make it inclusive and include as many people as we can with this movement, as Omar said. And the emergency fund that we're creating is to support students with unexpected emergencies, unexpected expenses, and hardships, because oftentimes being able to successfully navigate those kind of challenges can determine whether or not you stay in school. So we wanted to create this fund to alleviate a lot of that pressure and hopefully positively affect the attrition rate with HBCUs. And this fund is for Howard students and also for HBC students in general. So I think there's going to be 50%. We're still working it out with our advisory board. 50% that's allotted for Howard students. And then we also want to, open it up and share the love.
What is the experience that night?
Black excellence. Black excellence. Like, you're going to come in, people dress nice. We got a happy hour, food. It's a premium experience. Like you're coming in and you don't have to go into your pockets. Like whatever you pay, you come out. There's drinks, there's hors d'oeuvres. It's a sit down, plated dinner. There's going to be different presentations. There's going to be music. There'll be a band. There'll be a DJ, and there'll be an after party. But the main thing is to honor those persons within our community that are movers and shakers, that have affected our community, has changed lives, and we're going to honor them that night. I always say this: in every situation in life, there's a line from Jay-Z that could describe it. So I'm going to say, I always think of that. It keeps replaying in my head where he goes, Black excellence, opulence, decadence. Like, when you walk in, that's what you're going to feel. That's what you're going to see.
So yes, we have 6 honorees that we're honoring. It's a full program. So it's an awards dinner where there'll be an awards dinner presentation. And then prior to that, we have our opening reception, which, like Omar said, has an open bar and past hors d'oeuvres. Then we have a full plated dinner. And then after that, we go, to the windows, to the wall, and party like we always do. We'll have a couple of big announcements in the next couple of days. And we have some great sponsors. It's presented by Unilever and Denny's. Also, we have Harlem Standard, Morgan Stanley, the Utilities Technology Council. We have Lee's Flowers, who's doing all of our table arrangements. And then we have a couple that we have yet to announce. It's going to be a great time. And it's going to be, like Omar said, a premium experience. Lots of surprises. And yeah, gift bags are going to be crazy. Just put it
I
like
love
that.
it. Bisonhonors.com. Go there, get your ticket, come have a great time.